Hello and welcome to the Cardboard Bunker. My name is Pieburn and today we are back in the Janus, back in Space Engineers working on the Janus. I've actually been working on the Janus quite a lot lately. It's a lot of blocks to place down. That's the main issue. So as we zoom out here, you can see that I have been placing quite a number of blocks. I've still got a few to put on the top armor just above there near the turrets, but I've put down pretty much everything from the profile shape that we had before to the back towards the engineering room or the power plant that we'll have for the rear. I'm actually thinking we'll probably have a few sneaky little power plants here and there using conveyors and small reactors as well as the large reactors. Might even get, I don't want to get too fancy with rotors and everything because this ship is meant to move, and the more moving parts on it, the less likely we are for it to survive. And we don't want we need to appease Clang, we don't want to upset Clang. Okay, so as you can see, we've built quite a lot of the armor profile there. I'll turn my inertial dampeners back on and I'll fly in. You can also see I've started putting in the thrusters. I've put in a special little block over here which the bar system has welded off up already. So that's 9 pointing up to give us downward thrust. Again, the opposite up the top there, and as you can see there's 5 blocks in between, so pretty much safe from burning each other. I've also started doing it for forward and backward thrust right there. Now they won't hurt each other, nor will they hurt any of the blocks in between. Then we have this nice beautiful little gap here, so if we need to we can put sideways thrust. More than likely I won't do that. More than likely I will actually copy that forward and backward thrust idea down the bottom here. Do that a few times in each section, so that each section, if they get destroyed or get separated, say by modded weapons or whatever, they'll still be able to maneuver to a degree. I should also make sure that I put in things like gyroscopes and that sort of control inside here. And I've taken on the idea of Ravenshield's gyroscope mod, as he suggested. He's a very learned man. He has way more hours than I do in here, and he definitely deserves to be listened to. Alfred was also saying that more than likely I'm going to melt my PC. It's a pretty good PC, but I see their point with the hundreds of or thousands of gyroscopes that I will eventually be putting in. So batteries I'm not too worried about. They don't really take up much of the processing power, but these ones certainly do. And as you can see, we've got quite a number in there, and it's quite a good detail on the actual blocks here too. We've got quite a number in there. We're going to be swapping those out. We'll probably end up leaving either slight armor blocks in there just to fill the space up, or I might leave it open as well just to reduce the weight of the ship. So I'll have a look at all of those. I'll paint all those pink in another moment. Definitely not today. Today I need to focus on the storage, because with Pam out and about all the time, and Pam's already emptied an entire section of gold, I would like to show you, but I will show you after. I'll take you on a little trip. But today what we need to do is make sure that I have enough large steel plates and interior plates. We need to work out the piping first. Actually, we just need interior plates. Work out the piping. Just fill up on those. We'll work out exactly where we'll be piping this from, and I'm pretty sure, put my line back on, 8. I'm going to pipe out here 1, 2, 3. That should give us a, we want that to be a conveyor junction there, because it's working attached to the armor and coming through. We don't want there to be any loose junctions or piping or tubing or anything else like that. Okay, I've come down one too far here, and that should be where we start putting in the storage containers. So we want to go large. That should land us on the floor. Pretty much going to repeat the same that we have inside as well. and you can probably see from this alone we have a huge amount of space, which should give us a great deal of storage. Yes, we've got to think about the armor here. So this layer here, so the bottom layer of the observation deck, just below that is the conveyor layer. Kind of sounds funny. The conveyor layer, so that's where we have the top sleeve of conveyors coming through. That layer there sits just below the inner skin of the heavy armor, which would be, yeah, thank you, that would be the inner skin just here. So we need to make sure that we leave a bit of a gap. Now, one block here isn't probably going to make a lot of difference, but at this stage of the game I think I need to make sure that we can fit in enough storage to be able to do all this. More than likely this storage that I'm building here will not be used fully. More than likely this storage here will not get used at all. Most of the stuff should come in, get used and then put straight away, but we'll probably use the first 5 or 6 storage containers. But it's always better to have extra, because the last thing you want is if we say pull up to an asteroid and we deploy some sort of great big monolith miner here for the future, we want to be able to hold all the ores while they get processed. That's why there's no sorting in here. It's all allowed to free flow back and forth as much as it likes. And again, that has to do with redundancy and damage and all that sort of jazz. So just so you know that there will be more assemblers built in the front and probably a few hidden underneath and around the place, for no other reason than it's better to have more than less. I was thinking about it before, the living quarters should definitely be in the middle here. So I'll probably build something along this layer here, which I'll call the middle deck. So if we're going to split this ship into decks, we're only going to have 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. Maybe as we go forward we can squeeze in a 4th, but we've got a lot of armaments that need to go in here, and there will be a lot of mechanisms in this section where the vertical launched large ship missiles will go. They're like the main armament. There's 6 tubes that will be built in here, and they'll come down a little further than the actual rear of the ship anyway. So we need to make sure that we have enough storage to build all of that, but we have, I mean, we've got a lot of space to fill up, and we're not going to fill all of it up. That's the center line there. So we should have a walkway on either side, but I've already started building up this one. So we can have one on that side, one on that side. Let's get rid of a few of these and we'll put a couple of walkways in between as well. So we'll come 3 down and we'll chuck a walkway in. Now, I'm going to put junctions underneath all of these. Again, the processing power that my PC is going to use, it will be ridiculous. But I'm hoping that I don't have too many of these actual necessary concessions for structural support and integrity. So we're pretty much ready to go to turn the bar system back on again. I'll re-put in all that pipe, but what I need to do is also make sure that I put in all the light armor blocks in between all of those as well. So the piping will come underneath the floor, then you'll have the floor itself, so you'll be able to walk down these passageways here quite easily. Probably put some lights or something like that down there too. More than likely I won't, but because I generally forget to put lights anywhere, because I have this handy dandy little thing. So my ships tend to be aluminescent, let's just say that. And okay, so we've got that, and if we count down the side we can figure out exactly how much storage we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6, and we'll have 1 row down the middle, and then so that's 1 plus 2, 4, 6. So that's 7 by 6. So 6 times 7 gives us 42. 42 times 1.25 gives us 52 million litres worth of storage on the ship alone. Now you may think to yourself, wow, but Pieburn, are you really going to use that much? Probably not, but it's always good to have a bit of redundancy around the place, and I love that word. It's my favourite word at the moment. The main reason being is because everything needs to be backed up, especially in a ship this big. So this section here will be kind of like our engineering, it's another good word for it, engineering slash mini hub. We'll probably have some, almost like a storefront, but on the military side as well as a science side. So we'll have some screens up and things like that. I haven't figured out the design exactly in here, and if you have any suggestions of how else we might be able to use this space, I'm always happy to take people's ideas and implement them into my ship. Up here you can see I've done some more placing of armor. This is the inner skin, the last sort of bastion of armor that we need between space and us. So outside you can see that we've started layering in the blaster blocks on top of the in between the heavy armor. A lot of the armaments we want to put on here will be long-range deterrents, such as the large ship missiles that we'll be putting in here. Large grid, I should say large grid is the proper terminology. And then we've got the storage here. A lot of the stuff at the moment just needs to be built up, so I'll probably come back a little bit later once this has been running and I've done a few loads on the Cookie Monster. I'll probably come back and I'll just be placing a lot of the armor in between episodes. So at the moment I've spent about 8 hours, I'd say, just placing armor blocks, flying out in the Cookie Monster, coming back. We should have a huge amount of ingots. In fact, that's something we can definitely check. So we go in ingots here. So we've got, well, we're down to 60,000 kilograms of iron. The production's going nuts. As you can see, Izzy is picking up what we need to make up the numbers. That's quite a lot. If we go through here, we can see where Izzy's starting to disassemble things. This is the disassemble only, so there's nothing to disassemble, which means everything's balanced out according to my pre-order up on the screen up here. Sort of getting distracted, but this is a little bit essential too. So up here I've installed a it's the auto assemble auto crafting. There it is up in the corner, look, right in the middle there. Izzy's auto crafting. So this is the auto crafting screen. You can either type F or you can hit, we'll go in the other way, K, and then edit text. As you can see, it looks like it's got a lot of text there, but each one of these is an item. So grinders, all the rest of it. The only gun you can make is the rapid fire. I accidentally asked it to make 1,000. I missed the number which one it was supposed to be, and I started making 9,000 rapid fire automatic rifles. It was quite hilarious. Since then, Izzy's obviously disassembled all of those and we've recovered the components. The other one we want is steel plates. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 250,000. We've only got 21,000. That's because when the bar system goes, it goes crazy and just, you know, builds everything. Each one of those heavy armor blocks is, I think, let's go check. Character tools. We just want a normal one. I've died a few times in this server, and I'm so grateful that when I die I usually have the bar system on, and it picks up all the tools. Otherwise the Izzy inventory manager also does that. Not picks it up, but it can replace your tools quite easily. So in here, heavy armor block, it's got 150 steel plates per armor block, so you can just imagine exactly how much we need. Yeah, it's a lot. So let's just dump this in here for the moment. I'm going to take the Cookie Monster out for a run. Thanks everyone for watching. I've got a lot more coming up in my next episode. Right now I'm probably live on Twitch. I'm fiddling either playing games with my brother or my mates. It's a little bit more adults only content, so please come over with an open mind. Find me also on Twitter. I now have the Facebook up and running. I'll be getting that through. I should have a link to my Discord in the description below. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Also share the video, it helps get the word out. If you enjoy my content, please share it with your friends and your family. I'm quite happy for you to do that anywhere. Thanks again to Uzunki for the editing. Thank you to Ravenshield and to Viking and to Diladante. You guys have all been wonderful supporters, and I'm very grateful. Thanks all for watching, guys. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Have fun, and bye.